You're the one who can't look away.
It's a sin.
Here is my review for Monster, the Ed Gein story. If you thought the previous seasons of Ryan Murphy's anthology about Jeffrey Dahmer or the Menendez brothers were frightening, this season would scare the living daylights out of you. This third season follows the Plainfield Butcher himself, Ed Gein, played by Charlie Hunnam. As Gein develops a fascination for murder and necrophilia, he also preserves some parts of the bodies, which become the lamps upholstered with human skin, and the bowls he ate out of made from human skulls. Not only does this season capture Gein's story in a neutral manner through multiple perspectives, but it also shows his impact on Hollywood horror films like Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and even The Silence of the Lambs. Now, Charlie's portrayal of Gein was outstanding, as he is totally immersed in the character as a murderer and a diagnosed schizophrenic, who couldn't even stand trial that he was institutionalized instead of going to prison. Now, while this series was excellent and surely a rival to the season with Dahmer, played by Evan Peters, viewer discretion should definitely be advised given the violent and graphic nature of this story. And it's also cool to see that Charlie was able to part ways with the character, especially when visiting Gein's grave in Plainfield, Wisconsin.
I learned a lot, like a while ago, that it takes me a while, no matter what the character is, to just get out of it and get back into my normal life. I spent about a week in Chicago after we finished the shoot, and one of the really beautiful things I did that really was helpful was actually to drive up to Plainfield, which is where Ed Gein was born in Wisconsin, and born and lived his whole life, and went actually to the cemetery and visited his grave and sort of said goodbye to the character. And I felt like I spent a long time there talking to him as though you would somebody that you knew that had died, like a regular person visiting a relative at a graveyard. And I just said everything I wanted to say, and that I hoped that we had told his story honestly, and that I was going to move on without him as part of my life.